Welcome to the Driving the World podcast series. I'm your host, Cully Holland. Today we have Jared Scott, the Corporate Training Manager, and we're going to be discussing advancements and news on our stainless steel portfolio. Hey, Jared, how's it going today?
I'm doing great, Cully. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. So we're going to be talking a little bit about our stainless steel portfolio, so our stainless steel gearboxes as well as motors. Is this something new, or have we had stainless steel gearboxes for a while?
It's hard to believe it, but we've actually had stainless steel options for about 15 years.
Well, that's awesome. I love to hear that we've been doing it. We're established, it's tried and true. And if some of our customers are looking at this or listening and wondering why in the world would I want a stainless steel gearbox instead of our standard cast gearboxes, are there any particular reasons, or is it just because they're shiny?
I mean, I really like the way they look, but there's a lot more to it than that. We offer several industrial coating options. However, there are some industrial applications where even the best industrial coatings just are not going to hold up. So in a lot of industries where they have some severe chemical washdown applications, you need something that doesn't have a coating on it, and that's why you would use stainless steel.
Okay. So these severe washdowns, these industries, are there a few industries that you know of or that generally use this just in case some of our customers are out there, pounding the pavement and looking for some opportunities? What are a few of those industries?
Well, I hate to talk about this before lunch, but we're going to talk a little bit about like the poultry industry, meat processing. But with poultry in particular, being hygienic is so important. And so the regulations, the wash down methods that they use, it's going to be pretty harsh. It's going to basically make sure that there's nothing bad that's getting into the food process. That means you need to have a very robust design with your gearbox and your motors, and that's where stainless comes in to save the day.
Well, I love hearing that our food industry, food and bev, is taking hygiene very seriously. And I'm glad the stainless steel can fit those molds. You mentioned that we've had stainless steel for about 15 years. So why in the world are we talking about it now? If it's been out there and it's known about, have there been any recent changes or advancements or updates that our listeners should know about?
Absolutely. The original stainless steel that we offered was one of our helical bevel designs. It was a size 37, which is a smaller design. And so it limited us as far as the torque that we could offer, and it also limited us with the speeds that we could offer on the output.
Okay.
In addition to that, the original design required us to have a motor adapter. Now, this had some cool advantages that still are maintained today with all of our new stainless steel, where you could put any motor on there as long as it fit like the NEMA or the IEC regulations that are out there for motors. But we said, hey, let's improve upon that. And for those that are able to watch the video, you'll see in front of us, we've got an example of our latest design where we are integral, which is just like our core product that we have, our 7 and 9 series products, where the motor mounts directly to the gearbox. That's a lot of advantages there. One, you're reducing your weight, you're reducing your dimensions, and so it's easier to go in place of standard product that's already there, where you're finding, hey, it'd be nice to put some stainless in there because the industrial coatings just aren't holding up as harsh as the environment is.
Okay. So it sounds like we've increased our portfolio to include a motor, which is integral. And we absolutely love that. And you mentioned something about the size 37, which, if you're familiar with our product, is one of the smaller sizes. As well as the integral, have we increased the maybe types of gearboxes or the sizes that we're offering?
Yes, we have. So we had a inline or R series. That's where the shaft is going to be just straight in line with the motor. And we had one size for that. We decided to add some more sizes. And we've also increased the number of sizes we have for our K or our right angle helical bevel. In addition to that, we also have our W series, which is like a spiroplane, hypoid style offset bevel.
Okay.
It's going to offer you high efficiency, but maybe I'll call it more cost optimized, and in several ranges there. So depending on the material you're conveying or whatever it is that you're doing, you can get the product that does it instead of having to oversize, or in some cases you're like, well, I just don't have anything that size. Now we do. So I think we're really able to provide a lot of market solutions where before we were limited.
Very nice. So it's very good to hear that we've grown our options, not only in physical sizes where we've increased the range that we have, but also in the style of gearbox you can get that is still stainless. So, is there anything else we really need to talk about when it comes to these stainless steel gear motors rather than the size improvement and the greater variety as well as the integral motor, or have we just about wrapped it up?
I think we've covered the big things, but I would say that one of the nice things about the design of our particular product is that we have a housing design that the water is going to naturally shed off of it. We don't have like any pockets or flat areas where water is going to pool because that's where bacteria grows. So that's an important aspect. Making sure that all of the hardware is stainless. Everything about this setup is stainless, or when it comes to our seals, all of those are designed to be able to resist any of those harsh chemicals in environments where you're going to have that wash down that can damage, I'll say, normal components.
It's very nice to hear that. Besides thinking about sizes and integral motors, we've thought about some of the finer details, such as the actual housing design and shape, and all of the attachments and hardware, like you mentioned, are also going to be stainless. So you don't have this beautiful stainless gear motor, and then breathers, fasteners, bolts, and that kind of stuff are going to be found either rusting or corroding. So,
Yeah, that's right.
well, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it,
My
and
pleasure.
we hope to see you soon.
All right.